I'm Philip Broxton of Runcorn, Cheshire, near to Liverpool in the United Kingdom. The onus is on me to clear my name, which means doing the right thing. I'm a British national and respect my home country. I trust in British legislation, so I do not wish to in any way embarrass the United Kingdom, but what I have to say is in the public interest. To understand my situation, I will lose everything, including my house, because I cannot continue to financially support myself. My only hope for a financially secure future is to pursue justice and resolution to my situation. I am doing this by approaching the European Court of Human Rights. There is a 6-month time limit from my home country's final response in which to submit a claim of a violation of my human rights to that court. My immediate concern is that the ECHR may not be aware that I've sent a completed individual application within the 6-month time limit. I've had no response from the court over the past 3 months confirming receipt of my application, and I only have a short time left before my entitlement to submit a claim becomes invalid. So I publicly state that I have complied with the 6-month time limit and I am interested in pursuing a claim until resolution. I wrote to the Supreme Court of the United Kingdom explaining my situation and supplying all my evidence. The registrar responded with what I see as permission to approach the ECHR, dated 5th of June 2019. This is my application to the ECHR, with the final page dated the 31st of July 2019. This is proof of postage showing my application received at the ECHR on the 5th of August 2019, therefore meeting the 6-month time limit. It is currently safer for me to be outside the UK because the British police within the jurisdiction of England and Wales have no control over me. I have no legal defence anymore in the UK, so I've applied to Australia for asylum and protection. Because to have successfully convicted and sentenced me, the courts of the UK have been misled. That has resulted in my accruing of 2 criminal convictions for dangerous driving, due to situations set up to try and portray my mental health as unstable. I've not had the right to a fair trial, Article 6, each time I was requested to present myself at court. For me, there has been a failure in the systems put in place that would have prevented what I have been through and my future with a permanent acquired brain injury had British law been followed correctly. And there would have been no need to cover up my near involuntary manslaughter. My head accident that was so severe I nearly died was blamed on me as being caused by my actions and therefore my fault. What the British police have done by covering up the truth at my expense by getting a court ruling that I attempted suicide has made police corruption acceptable to them to the point of death of a person within the jurisdiction of England and Wales and not face up to the responsibility of their actions. But the ones involved made that decision to be cowards on the morning of the 26th of October 2016 when they were stepping over and ignoring my unconscious dying body with 6 fractures to my skull and an occipital fracture, which basically means my brain tried to exit my skull through my face, therefore requiring urgent medical attention. Without the assistance of anybody and initially not knowing anything about law, I have learnt applicable legislation and exhausted every avenue by corresponding with every relevant organisation in Britain in the pursuit of truth and justice. I have created every word towards my own legal case, that is, to appeal and overturn my previous unsafe convictions accrued since 2010, which is my right to do so. But in the 2.5 years it has taken me to do all that, I have not yet been able to achieve justice through the correct legal process and receive redress. So now I need to protect myself and invoke the internationally recognised fundamental freedoms of human rights. to ensure that I am able to get to the European Court of Human Rights. If I prematurely cease to naturally exist, then that will be an intentional breach of Article 2, the right to life. That also includes me prematurely ceasing to exist due to poverty and starvation. If I am unwillingly removed from society, or an attempt is made to prosecute me by misleading the court with the intention of imprisoning me, then that will be a direct breach of Article 5, the right to liberty and security. I've already been publicly humiliated by incorrect reports that I attempted suicide by hanging, and my behaviour shown in the worst possible light. But if any of my private past is now released into the public domain, then that will be a deliberate breach of Article 8, the right to a private and family life. I value my privacy. Please respect that. I need to invoke those articles because the British police are not above the law. Because my legal case is conclusive with evidence dating back to 2010. I am able to disprove every lie from the others involved who, through situations in the past, have contributed to me barely existing today with no optimistic future. I've used logic reasoning, critical thinking and collected all the evidence which will allow me to win my legal case with one sentence: I am telling the truth. The British police know that they will lose against me. I am a significant threat. I have not achieved what I have over the past 2.5 years because of my sexual orientation, although that is the reason that I was picked on by the British police, a gay guy with money. I have achieved what I have because I am a human being true to the core of myself.